Hi everyone, welcome again to Bake Your Way Kitchen. On today's video I'm going to be showing you, this is kind of just a part 2 of my chocolate analysis video. But in this episode I'm going to show you the 3 main methods for melting chocolate and which is the best method for different chocolates, because something like white chocolate has a tendency to scorch more easily. So what I've got here is 2 of the 3 methods. So I've got here a double boiler, or a fake double boiler. A double boiler essentially is you have simmering water in a saucepan here. You have 2 or 3 inches of water, and then you have a bowl that sits on top where the chocolate is, and the water can't touch the bowl, but it would be just above it so that the chocolate melts without the risk of burning. So really the heat, the steam from the water, the simmering water, would melt the chocolate, and there's less risk of burning your chocolate. I would strongly discourage anyone from actually melting chocolate directly on the stove on a saucepan. Reason being is because not only does it have more of a tendency to scorch because you're letting the temperature skyrocket with the chocolate, but you're also, it's also so prone to burning. The second you look away, if it goes, you can't use it because the chocolate's impacted. So I would recommend using a double boiler for almost all cases. I pretty much only melt chocolate in a double boiler, simply put, because it's easier. You can turn it on, simmer the water first, then put your chocolate on, let it sit over medium-low heat, and you can go away. You don't need to constantly be looking at it. The alternative option here is a melter, and this is if you're only melting a little bit of chocolate, is a crock pot. Now the downside of this is that it takes time to heat up, and then as soon as you're done with it, one thing that I have a problem with, and I've noticed other chocolate melters have this issue too, is they have the outlet directly connected to the pot. It doesn't have an in and out. And the problem with that is if you're trying to clean it, you're cleaning with a wire, and I really don't like that. So not only is it longer to take to melt the chocolate, but it's also more of a safety hazard. But this is also a great option for slow cooking chocolate, or slow melting chocolate. Now the third option, which you don't see, is the microwave. Now the microwave I would only suggest for dark chocolate or milk chocolate, because they don't have as much of a tendency as white chocolate to scorch. Because with the microwave, there's a lot of heat pressure in there, and so white chocolate's not a great environment for that. And I would really just suggest that if you are going to be heating chocolate, the double boiler is the way to go. If you don't have an actual double boiler like me, I don't have one, a double boiler is usually a pot extension that fits directly on top. Just use an aluminum, or you can use a glass that is that is heat proof. A lot of people don't think you can use glass. You can use glass, but just always verify that it is heat proof before attempting any of that. So you simply put it on, you melt the chocolate. And so what I've got here is white chocolate, and then I've got a piece of dark chocolate here. This is a Calibo chocolate, this is a Cacao berry chocolate. As I mentioned before, I do all my chocolates in the double boiler. If I were to suggest the microwave, either dark chocolate or milk chocolate, and then these 2 options are good for all chocolates. One very important thing I want you to take away from this: if you do decide to use a double boiler to melt all your chocolate, make sure that the steam is not seeping through and then going into the chocolate, because that will definitely cause it to scorch and you won't get the quality result you want from your chocolate. Very important. I hope this was an informative video. I hope you learned something new from it. If you have any other questions, please submit them my way. Please visit bakeyourway.com for recipes and more. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.